In the first Sin City, you talked a lot about how you were very careful to follow the panels and the structure of it very, very carefully. But there were a couple of subtle differences, like Elijah Wood came into the room. We saw him early. Are there going to be any changes like that we should expect? Yeah?
Sure.
Yeah.
There's always room for improvement.
Anything else? No?
No, you don't want to ruin
Don't
anything.
elaborate.
They don't want to ruin anything. Is there anything left? Like we maybe to Hell and Back or
Plenty more.
Oh, there's plenty more.
Plenty more for a third.
We're already talking about the third.
And why did it take 9 years to return to Sin City?
We just thought it'd be more dramatic to come back 10 years later here to Comic-Con.
Come on, the lawyers, the studios, the financiers. Come on, they all slow things down.
Yeah,
The
it slows it
detail.
down. The details slowed it. But, this was the right time to do it. Now, when we look at the cast we got, we wouldn't have had that cast 2 years ago. This is the right people, the right timing, the right stories. Everything kind of finds its time. We always believed it would happen. It would happen at its own time, and it would be the right time whenever that was. And it just it happens to be now.
Richard Donner's talking about Goonies too, like it's actually going to happen now, like it might actually be real.
Hearing that.
Yeah.
But I've heard that for so many years. I never know what's real or what's.
Have you kept the outfit? Really? Are you ready to go back? If that.
I am ready to go back. I would love to do that, man. That was the beginning, So now that we're in our 40s, it's like, what would it look like? How would it sound? Would it be about other kids? I'm more interested in it now than I've ever been. In the past, people have been like, do it. And I go, why do you want to do that? The original is great. Why do you want to actually do something else? And then there's the comparisons and all that. But now it's been 30 years. I think it's okay.
I think it's time.
I think it's time. I'm curious. I'm really curious.
So returning to Nancy and Gail 10 years later, almost 10 years later, are there any changes to the characters or any changes you maybe made coming back?
Yeah, I think, obviously there's a lot of change in the technology and the whole approach to it all, but also, you see a lighter side to her that's really sweet for Gail, and I think you get to understand, and she's funny, and you get to see like the backstory of what happened in the first film, which I also love, because when you read the comics as well, Frank would go back and do storylines that were on the same day as like really epic scenery from a previous book, and so he would always kind of keep flirting with this idea of going back and playing with time, and I think this film does that and plays with that idea as well.
It really does, yeah. And what?
No, for you coming back. Nancy's a total badass in this one, which is super awesome.
Oh yeah, Nancy was really naive and kind of like nervous and a victim, and in this one she's a sad alcoholic, and then she loses her mind and becomes a warrior.
Thank you, guys.